It's no good, Bill, by the way, for me taking up the Magnitsky issue. It's too late for my career, I can tell you, but if you can do something about that, that would be something wonderful. Can I say it's a huge privilege to give this award tonight. Chloe Cheung is a Hong Kong pro-democracy activist, born and raised in Hong Kong. She was relatively involved in the city's pro-democracy movement, just 14 during the 2019 protests. And when the national security law came into force and the risk of imprisonment and retaliation grew, she made the difficult decision to enter self-exile in 2020 and continue her advocacy from abroad. What an amazingly brave decision to make at that age. And I also would like to call out her parents as well, who, when realizing that was a decision that had to be made, chose to go into exile themselves alongside her to make sure that she was able to continue as she was. What a brave decision that was. During December 24, the Hong Kong authorities placed a 1 million bounty, Hong Kong dollars, on her head under the national security law, making her one of the youngest activists targeted politically. And since then, Chloe has faced surveillance, intimidation, online sexual harassment, targeting her as a young woman, and being followed in London, all tactics designed to punish advocacy and deter others from speaking out. And yet, despite all these threats at this age, she bravely testified before the UK Parliamentary's Joint Committee on Human Rights and spoke at the major international events, including the Oslo Freedom Forum, where she exposed the CCP's cross-border repression and honored the courage of those still resisting in Hong Kong. I want to say that right now we are witnessing the growth of totalitarianism across the world. Only a few months ago, we saw President Xi with North Korea and Russia arm in arm, declaring that they would forge a new world order. As Western governments fall too often silent in the pursuit of business and abandoning the concept of human rights, they make their advances. But when all is dark out there, and sometimes we think that nothing can change and this is irresistible, the little pinpricks of light that are on the horizon for people like Chloe are what give you hope. As Gladstone said in the 19th century, there is no greater bulwark against tyranny than the breasts of free men and women. If tonight is to celebrate all of that, if that is what we are about, if that is our hope and our battle, then I give you Chloe Cheung, who deserves all of our reverence.
Thank you, Ian. It is an honor to receive this award and to share the stage with tonight's incredible award winners. They are an inspiration. I'd like to thank Sir Bill Browder and the Magnitsky Award Selection Committee and all the Hong Kong rights campaigners around the world, particularly my colleague at the Committee for Freedom in Hong Kong Foundation. But this award is not mine alone. It belongs to everyone who is suffering for Hong Kong's democracy, to all those who have lost their freedom, their home, their families, and their futures because they refused to give up on justice and truth. Last year on Christmas Eve, when I was just 19, the Hong Kong authorities issued a 1 million Hong Kong dollar bounty for my arrest. So tonight, I stand here as a wanted woman. Since 2019, over 1,900 political prisoners have been jailed in Hong Kong simply for standing up for democracy. Lawyers, journalists, students, ordinary citizens who held candles, raised banners, are now in prison. Jimmy Lai, detained for almost 5 years in solitary confinement. Chao Hang-tong, Lee Cheuk-yan, Albert Ho, locked away without a conviction because they dare to remember the Tiananmen Square massacre. Gwyneth Ho, sentenced for reporting police brutality. The Chinese Communist Party has seized control in Hong Kong and continues to suppress the freedom it promised to uphold. Around the world, Beijing is testing, infiltrating, influencing governments, corporations, universities, medias. They are patient and they are relentless. The first time I experienced democracy in action was on the street of Hong Kong, in the protest for freedom when I was just 14 years old. Still in my school uniform, the Hong Kong police cornered me and took down my name. When the national security law was established, my family knew it was the time to leave immediately. I landed in England as a 14-year-old girl, with just a suitcase and my parents, in a strange new city, not knowing at that time we would never go back to Hong Kong again. At 19, the Hong Kong government showed me that they are willing to target anyone who speaks out against them, no matter where they are. And this is supposed to be my safe home. I have been assaulted, photographed, threatened, and followed. I faced sexual harassment, death threats, and cyber attacks. I have had to change my address multiple times, and I look over my shoulder every single day here in the UK. Although I've been strengthened by the support from activists and people around the world, I'm shocked, disappointed, and angry about how badly the British government has let me and others down by allowing this to happen and not taking a stance against the Chinese Communist Party. This award shows that the world knows what's going on in Hong Kong and what it means for all of us here. It is a reminder that freedom is fragile and must be defended everywhere and by everyone. Tonight, at this award, named after a man, Sergei Magnitsky, who gave everything to expose evil and corruption, we recognize truth and courage. So we will keep speaking out. We will keep resisting, and one day we will return to Hong Kong with dignity, not as fugitive or victim, but as victors in the worldwide fight for freedom. Thank you.